7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They go to Johnson again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Murray going to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Running back, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Raiders pick it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
You don't want no problem with me. Hicks brought him down. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Dolphins 10.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
53 is mine. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 17-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Wilson on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Deion Sanders the one to bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Shit. He's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were